Hello everybody, it's Blogan here, and in this tutorial I'm going to introduce you to the program that you'll use throughout my C++ course. First, I'll tell you about the type of this specific one program, introduce you to other programs, and show you where to download Visual Studio, how to install it, how to use its installer, and how to register an account. Let's start. We'll write programs in a special program called Visual Studio, which is an IDE program. IDE is short for Integrated Development Environment. It's software that provides an integrated environment for developing, debugging, and testing software. The IDE brings together various tools needed by a developer to simplify the process of creating applications. That is, instead of searching and selecting a compiler yourself, downloading and installing it, or writing inconvenient commands in the console line to compile programs, you can simply use the IDE. What IDE programs usually contain? First is text editor. It's needed for writing and editing code. This editor typically supports syntax highlighting and autocompletion, which makes writing code easy and simple. Second is compiler or interpreter. They're needed to check your code for translation errors and the code in the program. In the previous lesson, I talked about what a compiler is and why we need to write C++ programs with it. Third is debugger. We need to find and fix errors in the code. The debugger allows the developer to step through code step by step, view data values, and monitor program execution. There will be one lesson in my course in which I'll talk about this in more detail and show how to use it. There are many other tools in the IDE what we won't use in this course. All we need is a space where we can quickly write beautiful code, quickly get errors in its writing, and quickly translate the code into a program. There are quite a lot of IDE programs. Among the most popular, I would mention Visual Studio, Eclipse, and PyCharm. Eclipse IDE is mainly chosen for writing Java programs, while PyCharm is mainly chosen for writing Python programs. I chose Visual Studio for my course. Why did I choose Visual Studio? Because all my life since 2017 I work only with it. At first it was 2 years in an educational institution, then several years at different jobs. This is the most popular IDE. I won't say why it's better than others. If you don't want to use it, then look for another program yourself. I never worked with other IDEs because there was no need. What is Visual Studio? This is an IDE developed by Microsoft. It's designed to create different types of applications, including applications for different operating systems, web applications, mobile applications, applications for cloud platforms, and much more. Visual Studio provides developers with a variety of tools, libraries, and services to simplify and speed up the development process. New editions of Visual Studio are released approximately every 3 years. At the time of recording this lesson, the latest edition is Visual Studio 2022. This is what I'm going to install in this lesson. Also, Visual Studio now has 3 versions. First is Community. This is a free version of Visual Studio designed for individual developers, startups, and small teams. It provides a wide range of possibilities for creating a variety of applications, and this is what we'll use throughout the course. Second is Professional. This version is aimed at commercial developers and team. It provides additional tools and functionality to improve productivity and collaboration. You have to pay for it, so it's not suitable for us. And the third is Enterprise. This is the most advanced version, designed for large enterprises. It includes advanced tools for testing, code analysis, collaborative development, and much more. Since it's also paid, we discard it. You can download Visual Studio from visualstudio.microsoft.com. Here you can learn more about version differences, additions, update news, and Visual Studio functionality. On the main page there is a Download Visual Studio button. As soon as you hover your mouse over it, you'll see a list of 3 versions. Click on Community 2022. You'll be redirected to another page where the download will begin automatically. The file has been downloaded, let's run it. Click Continue and wait until the installer updates itself. This is strange because we could have downloaded an already updated installer, but the developers decided to give us not the latest version when downloading. In the next window, top right, you'll see a button with a moon or sun icon with which you can change the theme of the installer. There are 4 tabs in front of you. In the first step, workloads, you can select the development package you need. There are packages for C++, C#, Python, and a huge number of other tools. We just need to select desktop development with C++. A list of components of this package will appear on the right. We only need 4 components: MSVC latest version, just-in-time debugger, IntelliCode, and Windows 11 SDK. These components may change in the future. In this case, simply don't touch them and leave all the checkboxes that are by default. Let's move to the second tab, Individual Components. It contains a list of all available components that all packages have. We're not interested in this tab. The third tab, Language Packs, has a list of languages that Visual Studio supports. I'll stick with English. The fourth tab, Installation Locations, is needed to indicate where Visual Studio should be installed. If you have an SSD, you can specify all 3 lines in the SSD so Visual Studio will work faster. After this, on the bottom right, we see how much memory is needed for all this, and if there is enough, click the Install button and wait for the installation to complete. While the installation is processing, here's some more useful information for you. You'll now have 2 programs on your computer, Visual Studio and Visual Studio Installer. In the installer, you can install additional packages or individual components, as well as remove them. However, you can also install other versions of Visual Studio in the installer, uninstall them, and update them when an update appears. How can you find out about the update? At some moment, when you go into Visual Studio, you'll see a message about a new update at the bottom right. After that, you go to Visual Studio Installer and click the Update button. After the installation is complete, you'll see a window prompting you to create an account in Visual Studio. If you do this, you'll be able to transfer your personal settings from device to device. I don't know how it works now, but before, if you didn't register, you'd get 30 days free and then Visual Studio would stop working, telling you to register. Registration is free, so I recommend creating a new account. This only needs to be done once. I already have an account, so I'm going to simply select the Sign In button and log into my account. When first signing up, you'll see a window that allows you to select your theme. I'd prefer dark. After that, you can go to Start, find a Visual Studio 2022 program there, place its icon where it's convenient and free for you to launch. In the next lesson, I'll tell you the basic interface of the program, explain what solutions and projects are, show you how to create, edit and delete them, show you what project you should create to start writing programs in C++, show you how to add files to your project and edit them, and also tell you how to change the Visual Studio theme and fonts. And that's the end of this lesson. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, you can support me by liking this video, writing a comment under it, subscribing to the channel, donating using the link in the video description, or becoming a sponsor of my channel. All these things popularize my channel and motivate me to continue recording lessons for you. Goodbye.